Stephen Currier, the white man. A millionaire. Powell was talking about it down at the Cobo today. This is what he was talking about. Powell knows it happened. Randolph knows it happened. Wilkins knows it happened. King knows it happened. Every one of that so-called Big Six. They know what happened. Once they formed it, with the white man over it, he promised them and gave them $800,000 to split up between the Big Six. And told them that after the march was over, they'd give them $700,000 more. $1.5 million split up between leaders that you've been following, going to jail for, crying crocodile tears for. And they've nothing but Frank James and Jesse James and brothers. Soon as they got the setup organized, the white men made available to them top public relations experts. Opened the news media across the country at their disposal. And then they began to project these Big Six as the leaders of the march. Originally, they weren't even in the march. You was talking this march talk on Hastings Street. Is Hastings Street still here? On Hastings Street. You was talking the march talk on Lenox Avenue. And down on, Fillmore Street. And Central Avenue. And 42nd Street and 63rd Street. That's where the march talk was being talked. But the white man put the Big Six ahead of it. Made them the march. They became the march. They took it over. And the first move they made after they took it over, they invited Walter Reuther, a white man. They invited a priest, a rabbi, and an old white preacher. Yes, an old white preacher. The same white element that put Kennedy in power, labor, the Catholics, the Jews, and liberal Protestants. Same clique that put Kennedy in power joined the March on Washington. It's just like when you got some coffee that's too black, which means it's too strong. What you do, you integrate it with cream. You make it weak. If you pour too much cream in, you won't even know you ever had coffee. It used to be hot, it becomes cool. It used to be strong, it becomes weak. It used to wake you up, now it'll put you to sleep. This is what they did with the March on Washington. They joined it. They didn't integrate it, they infiltrated it. They joined it, became a part of it, took it over. And as they took it over, it lost its militancy. They ceased to be angry. They ceased to be hot. They ceased to be uncompromising. Why, it even ceased to be a march. It became a picnic, a circus. Nothing but a circus with clowns and all. You had one right here in Detroit. I saw it on television with clowns leading it, white clowns and black clowns. I know you don't like what I'm saying, but I'm going to tell you anyway, because I can prove what I'm saying. If you think I'm telling you wrong, you bring me Martin Luther King and A. Philip Randolph and James Farmer and those other three, and see if they'll deny it over a microphone. No, it was a sellout. It was a takeover. When James Baldwin came in from Paris, they wouldn't let him talk because they couldn't make him go by the script. Burt Lancaster read the speech that Baldwin was supposed to make. They wouldn't let Baldwin get up there because they know Baldwin liable to say anything. They controlled it so tight, they told those Negroes what time to hit town, how to come, where to stop, what sign to carry, what song to sing, what speech they could make and what speech they couldn't make, and then told them to get out of town by sundown. And every one of those Toms were out of town by sundown. Now, I know you don't like my saying this, but I can back it up. It was a circus, a performance. It beat anything Hollywood could ever do. The performance of the year. Ruther and those other three devils should get a Academy Award for the best actors because they acted like they really loved Negroes and fooled a whole lot of Negroes. And the 6 Negro leaders should get an award too for the best supporting cast.
And Vugu Nayosi, Black Revolutionary Now. Just want to bring you a video on El Hajj Malik El Shabazz, Malcolm X, Omar Wali. To venerate the ancestors, you have to know their true names. Yes. And today, in 1965, February 21st, Malcolm X was assassinated, and it is very important that we remember what he stands for. And right off the bat, I have to say, which is very important, Malcolm X stood for his people 10 toes down. He was always about his people first. And he called out Negroes who was talking black and selling out to whites. Yes. So it's very important that we know Malcolm X was the only black figure in that time who stood on business 1000% for his people. We can't speak on those other Negroes, the civil rights Negroes who sold out our people for whites. So it's very important that we know that. And also it is very important that we venerate our ancestors. No one not gonna do it for us. We have to remember May 19th is his solar return. And that is why when you look in Harlem, they make it a priority to walk through 125th Street in Harlem to remember Malcolm X. They let people close businesses in respect of his solar return. Yes. So it's very important that we know that. We know about his assassination and who was complicit, in his demise. We know. Those who know. And, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but all I'm saying is those who know. And Malcolm X was our great Pan-Africanist. He understand the geopolitical climate at that time, and that's why it was very important in how he speak, in how he deliver his messages. We have to understand and understand that. So this was just a short little video just to remind people, my black people, to go and study Malcolm X. Go and study who he was at that pivotal time, in what people call the civil rights era. It's very important. He stand out. And that's the reason why he was targeted. Negroes around that time They didn't want to ruffle white people's feathers. Malcolm X didn't give a damn. He speak truth to power because he understand the climate of white supremacy back then, and we need to understand the climate of white supremacy now in 2026. Peace and Black power. Black revolutionary now.